I think just to start off, I'll let each of them introduce themselves and who they represent.
Good evening, Test. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for caring enough to come out.
Good evening.
I forgot to mention
This is Jack.
We all know Jack. We all know Jack.
Director of Public Safety. Sorry.
John Grimm, I'm Assistant Commissioner for Emergency Management. Hey, sir. Appreciate seeing sir out here.
Deputy Inspector Osvaldo Nunez, Commanding Officer of the 114 Precinct.
Kevin Brown, Deputy Director of Public Safety, RIOC.
Mary Canadian, Director of Parks and Recreation, RIOC. Hello, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Mariana Lavin. I'm a representative from Figment, and I'm one of the producers this year, and we're very excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
Well, we're very excited about Figment NYC coming here too. And I think that after tonight, some folks may think that the preparation for this festival is overkill. But as Commissioner Esposito of NYC told us all when we met with him, it's better to be over-prepared, and we can always scale back if the crowds and visitors just don't come. So, in preparation for the Cherry Blossom Festival, RIOC had coordinated with NYPD and the MTA, and the number of visitors was unlike anything we have ever seen on this island. And I'd like a special thank you to the Commander Nunez of the 114 who was here at the Cherry Blossom Festival, and frankly, he made sure no one was hurt, and amazingly, no one was arrested. Jack and Kevin, in their prior lives at the NYPD, had significant experience in large events. You've heard me sing their praises before, but Jack served as the commanding officer of the operations division during the 9/11 tragedy. He also planned, coordinated, monitored, as well as operated the emergency operations centers for events like the New Year's Eve at Times Square, presidential and foreign dignitary visits, and demonstrations. Kevin was a site supervisor of large-scale incidents for NYPD. He was also at the rescue and recovery for 9/11. He spent over 20 years on parade details. He handled things like presidential visits, New Year's Eve, the 4th of July fireworks, and he was a lieutenant in charge of training 5,000 detectives in tactics, responding to incidents, and crowd control. He also coordinated and developed curriculum for police responding to special events. Given the extraordinary crowds and the transportation problems we faced during the Cherry Blossom Festival, Jack and Kevin immediately reached out to Commissioner Esposito for assistance, knowing full well we had Figment NYC around the corner. Cherry Blossom was April 13th. By April 25th, RIOC was already meeting with NYC. And the commissioner made it clear that he was going to get representatives of all of the entities involved, or should be involved, to sit around a table and plan for Figment NYC. He assured us that while it might not be necessary, it was a great way to use Figment NYC as a test case for future events. So what happened? We wound up on May 2nd, Kevin, Jack, myself, and our COO, Shelton Haynes, we went to the NYSM headquarters, and sitting around the table were representatives from NYPD. I had no idea NYPD had so many different divisions, community events and transit, and borough reps, and obviously 114. There was New York City Transit, there was the MTA, there was the FDNY, which is involved in providing an ambulance for us. There was EDC, which has the contract with the ferry, and even representatives from Hornblower were there. There were representatives from the state's Division of Homeland Security. There were representatives from DOT, which control the bridge, and also from Al Pistone and other colleagues from Health and Hospitals. And then, again on May 15th, we had another meeting, again at the NYCM headquarters. And the poor producer walked into, Jackie, who's not here tonight, she walked into this room of like 40 people on Command Central. I think she was like freaking out a little bit. But we drilled down on what each entity was going to do. And as part of the plan, our own public safety department are going to work closely with Commander Nunez and his staff and the traffic agents to control crowds and security. And NYCM is even going to have a command post on Main Street during the event. So since that time, we've had walkthroughs with the producers. We've, I believe, Commander Nunez, you took a look at the Lighthouse Park today and are already planning on where barricades are going to be put up on the transportation sites of our island. And so throughout the festival, our public safety department and representatives of our other departments, and headed by Mary Cunin, they'll be on hand to assist organizers, visitors, and residents that need a helping hand. We'll be sending out reminders and updates next week as we get closer to the event, so please check social media. But I want to take this opportunity because Jessica is going to kill me, and so will Erica, if I don't remind everybody that if you haven't signed up for RIOC advisories, do it. Because then you'll be in the communication link and know what's going on, whether it's positive things like events or emergencies like a water main break, you'll know what's going on our island. I meet monthly now with the president of Roosevelt Island Residents Association, Lynn Shinozaki, and it was her idea to conduct this town hall. I thought it was a fantastic idea, so here we are, and I'm going to turn it over to Jack.